How do you tell a mystery story whose answer is, which of these four voices is the one you fell in love with? And what happens if the protagonist refuses to find out?
That is the show.
Tune in to The Midnight Heart, Season 1. Listen.
今日を糧にして成長すればいい。違うか？
ねえ、Yamabuki財閥ってめっちゃお金持ちなんでしょ？さっきの愛してるって何？
That voice is the whole engine. He's 12. She's 12. She's broadcasting from a bedroom, and he's just listening.
And then she goes silent. He spends 3 years tracing one offhand sentence, an ocean view, all-girls high school, and transfers in to find her.
He's named Arisu Yamabuki. He talks about himself in the third person and calls everyone errand boy.
He calls himself errand boy.
Right. And his entire plan is find the voice, find the girl, end of show.
Except he walks into the broadcasting club, and there are 4 girls in the room, and any of them could be her. So now there are 4 shows, not one.
Aspiring announcer, aspiring voice actress, VTuber, singer-songwriter. Each of them halfway through a stalled career.
And his fallback strategy, when he can't tell which of them is Apollo, is, fine, I'll just turn all 4 of them into professionals. As a search method.
That's insane.
It's the premise. The shape is shonen magazine, harem romcom, but the show is consciously not interested in resolving it as a romcom. It's playing a different game underneath.
And it's season 1 of 2. There's a season 2 announced. Source manga still going, so this isn't the show telling its whole story.
Right. This is the opening core. Treat it as such.
Okay, so here's my thing. Episode 1 nails the central problem in one image. He's standing in the broadcasting room, and all 4 girls speak in turn.
Watch what the show does with the cuts here. Each girl gets a single line. The framing tells you he can't pick.
申し訳ない。ちょっと聞きたいことがあって。
一旦マイクを振って。やり直し。
He logs the matches one by one. Braids, black hair, white hair, twin tails. Same conclusion every time.
Bro, the cataloging voiceover is so dry, like an audit.
It's also where the show secretly tells you what kind of show it is. The protagonist is going to treat his crush as a logistics problem.
And he buys his way into the club. Says he made 1,000,000 yen on the stock market.
Hold on, that's a lie.
That's a lie. The show holds it for 2 episodes, and then...
Girls follow him on a tail mission. Find him in a cafe apron taking orders.
Wait, the apron means he works there?
Part-time. Paying for the broadcasting club's gear out of pocket, Furin forbids student jobs. Listen to the line he gives the manager.
お金がいるので。
やっぱお金ないじゃん。あいつ没落貴族だ。貴族？
でも君の家お金持ちなんだろ？
いえいえ、金持ちなのは父であって、俺は。
Their voices have something special. He's not flirting. He's bookkeeping.
And the show resets in that moment. Episode 3 is the pivot. Every previous coaching scene gets reread as something he was paying for out of pocket.
Okay, then it goes on a 4-arc tour, right? Each girl gets her own episode and a half.
Right. Iko first, the VTuber, persona Sumeragi Ikon, draws her own avatar. Her engagement is dying because every stream looks like the last.
And his fix is redraw the avatar so it can actually emote. Then leave the audio on by accident.
On purpose.
On purpose. Right. The thesis the show keeps testing is that audiences want involuntary realness, not polish.
It applies that thesis to every girl in turn. Iko's accidental honesty, Nene's helmet kiss, Shinobu's megaphone. The same lesson, 4 registers.
There's actually a perfect visual for that thesis in episode 6.
Lemon's apartment, post-success party. All 4 girls show up with a whole cake each. Nobody coordinated.
Same impulse, 4 cakes. The Shinobu episode is the one that quietly broke me.
Go on, Jordan.
She's the student council vice president. She's running every committee. She's just absorbed every job for sports day. And he hands her a cough drop in secret because her voice sounds off.
Cough drops are counted as snacks at her school. Bringing one is a rule break. She has to keep his secret.
And then in the library, she sneak feeds him chocolates while he does 2/3 of her council paperwork. They're partners in crime.
She also tells him she plans to leave the broadcasting club in the fall to focus on entrance exams. The flagship station anchors all come from prestigious colleges. She's calculated her way out.
And he just refuses to let her go.
Right, Jordan. He calls her pathetic. Pretty bluntly, actually. Tells her settling for a backup role is bird-in-the-hand thinking, and offers to be her tutor.
And it pays off in the next episode, the proxy confession service. She designs the whole sports day broadcast.
Yeah, that whole bit is the show's first real ambition spike. Anonymous love confessions broadcast through a string phone the broadcasting club rigged.
Stop. A literal string phone?
Cup and string. The audio rig dies mid-event. Arisu hands her a stolen megaphone, and she runs the entire courtyard on her own voice. And the last confession of the day is from a girl who says she ran from someone who once made her a pro-voice promise. Names Arisu by name. Says she loves him.
On the courtyard PA, in front of the whole school.
And he runs to find which girl said it. The show won't tell him.
I'd argue that's where the show declares itself. It is not in a hurry to give him the answer.
That's the show's other engine, by the way. Every time one girl gets close, the others have to feel the gap widen. Career envy plus heart envy in the same scene.
And then episode 7 goes hard on Rika, the singer-songwriter.
She's been hiding behind cover songs because she's afraid of being judged. Arisu engineers a private rooftop concert just for the broadcasting club.
Watch the door in this scene. He locked it. The audience is exactly 4 people in handmade fan shirts.
4人だけだ。いきなり本番させるわけないだろ。客の視線になれるには、まずは身内の視線からだ。
私たちでリハビリになれるなら言ってくれれば。
That t-shirt thing, sloppily drawn, by hand, the night before, is the season's argument compressed to one image.
Then, episode 8 quietly pulls the same trick on Neen.
Right. Nini looks like the loudest girl in the room. The show reveals her as the most self-conscious.
How does it land that?
Nightly love audition. She does every line read at the same intensity. Preloaded emotion.
And the fix?
Arisu and Iko stage a fake couple ambush in the Furin hallway. Iko on Arisu's arm. Nene rounds the corner. Watch what happens to her face.
こうやって演技のふりをしてるのも楽しくないか？
それもそうだね。あの二人って、嘘。
Oh, she froze.
That freeze is the show telling her that's what real impulse looks like. The thing she's been trying to fake since the audition.
And the show is also, low-key, a comedy. Like episode 9, Iko panics that she'll never reach Ao Momotose's 3 million sub level, so she just starts copying her.
Ao Momotose is the in-show top VTuber. 3 million subs, full 3D model, agency called Blue Box. She becomes Iko's mirror.
Iko tries to one-up her, bakes a 4-tier cake on stream with no mixer, plays the didgeridoo, streams a Tokyo U mock exam.
And then Arisu pulls the plug and pivots her into a horror game speedrun event hosted by another VTuber called Compiler.
Iko hates horror, like, allergically.
Watch the controller in this clip.
おい、コントローラー、離すな。練習してきたんじゃないのか。
Bro, every time she lets go, he just wedges it back into her hands.
The clip compilation of that meltdown goes viral. 270,000 views. And it lands her, by accident, on Ao Momotose's radar.
Same thesis again. The audience wants the leak, not the polish.
And by episode 10, the show has stopped using Apollo as the engine. It's using friendship inflation. Arisu has started calling the other three by their first names. Shinobu hears it and asks him not to.
Wait, she asks him not to call her by her first name?
Until she earns it. Says she's the only one of the four on a different career track. Says she'd feel guilty using a privilege she hasn't earned.
That's brutal.
The umbrella scene is the season's tonal pivot. The show steps fully out of comic register for the first time.
What does that look like in the cut?
Two characters under one umbrella. No music cue, no comedic bailout. Walking home in silence. Shinobu finally letting the calculation crack.
And then it walks straight into Rika's CD release set,
which has been seeded since episode 7. Aiko, Rika's old friend, the two of them wrote songs together as middle schoolers.
She's a small-time street performer. She wears a shirt with the band Hug Notes on it the first time we see her. Same band Apollo turned Arisu onto.
Episode 11. Rika covers an Aiko song at her own mini-concert and dedicates it to a best friend and one throw-in.
And the throw-in is...
Watch where the camera holds in this beat. Not on Aiko, not on Rika, on Arisu in the back.
違くない？でも私こっちの方が好きかも。
That's where the season's third thesis kicks in. Singing for one specific person is louder than singing for everyone.
And then episode 12 walks her to the actual CD release street performance. And...
this is where we stop. We're not doing the back half of episode 12. You watch it.
What I can tell you is the stakes are smaller than the show could have gotten away with.
A street corner. A CD count. A bigger band who could roll up at any time.
Okay, what's the count?
50 CDs. Rika has decided that's the bar for whether she gets to call herself an artist. The show makes you watch her bargain with that number in real time. The craft choice that lands the finale is one held shot. Camera on her face. Audience exits frame in the same take.
And the show refuses to pretend that the public reconciliation she gets afterwards makes everyone whole.
It will not let her win clean. That's the move.
So what does it actually say?
Sincere art and successful art are not the same thing. The show puts that on a near-empty train between two characters who've been in each other's orbit since episode 1.
And the Apollo question?
Unanswered. Deliberately.
Get out!
He told her in episode 6 not to show herself yet. Said finding her himself was the whole point. The show keeps him to his word.
Bro, so back to the question we opened with.
How do you tell a mystery story whose answer is, which of these 4 voices is the one you fell in love with? And what happens if the protagonist refuses to find out?
The answer is, you do the thing the show does. You stop solving it, and you start producing it. He becomes the producer of all 4 of them. That's the trade.
I'd push back lightly on that.
Go, Alex.
He doesn't refuse to find her because the show invented a new dream for him.
Okay, then what?
He refuses because finding her on her terms would be admitting defeat. That's a different motive. Quieter and worse.
Quieter and worse. Fine. Fair. Same answer to the viewer, though.
Yes, same answer. Watch it.
Verdict: if you want a school club rom-com that quietly rewires itself into a 4-arc career drama, this is the one.
If you want a season finale that refuses to pretend a sincere set is automatically a successful one, this is also that show. The Bocchi the Rock comparison gets thrown around, fair, on the music aspiration shape. Less fair on the ensemble side.
And there's a season 2 on the way. So, 12 episodes here, then there's more.
Watch episode 1. If the radio cold open works on you, the rest will too.
All right, that's Tune In to the Midnight Heart. Season 1. Take care of each other. Eat something, drink water, watch the show. See you on the next one.